can see, this is a deciduous forest. Places that have deciduous forests are South Korea, Central Mexico, Russia, and Kernersville.
This is a deciduous forest. Places that have deciduous forests are Central Mexico, Russia, and our hometown of Kernersville, North Carolina.
Some people ask, what is it like to live in a deciduous forest? Well, those of you that are watching this video all live in Kernersville, North Carolina. As you can see, right now the weather is kind of a little cloudy, but if you don't like it, just stay around a couple of days and the weather always changes. One day it's sunny, the next day it's cloudy, and the weather temperature fluctuates up and down all the time.
Over here.
An abiotic factor is a non-living factor that affects the environment. And for deciduous forests, that would include like weather from day to day. For example, sun, rain, snow, wind, hail, tornadoes, and hurricanes. The climate here is temperate, winter cold, snow, and all that stuff. Climate in deciduous forests is it's hot in the summer, cold in the winter. In the spring, plants grow, and in the fall, leaves begin to change. And you'd say that it's like very temperate.
Deciduous forests are affected by many human influences, including building and deforestation.
One very big impact on deciduous forests is fire, because it eliminates forests.
Of deciduous forests that differentiates it from other types of forests is that the leaves change color in the fall.
During winter, there is not enough light or water for photosynthesis. The trees will rest and live off the food they stored during the summer. They begin to shut down their food-making factories. The green chlorophyll disappears from the leaves. As the bright green fades away, we begin to see yellow and orange colors. Small amounts of these colors have been in the leaves all along. We just can't see them in the summer because they are covered up by the green chlorophyll. The bright reds and purples we see in leaves are made mostly in the fall. In some trees like maples, glucose is trapped in the leaves after photosynthesis stops. Sunlight and the cool nights of autumn cause the leaves to turn this glucose into a red color. The brown color of trees like oaks is made up from the waste left in the leaves. It is the combination of all these things that make the beautiful colors we enjoy in the fall.
Biotic factors are living influences in the environment. They include trees, shrubs, and animals. Some unique animals of deciduous forests are the black bear, dogs, monarch butterflies, carpenter ants, the gardener snake, and many other types of creatures that live here.
Be very quiet. As you can see, this is a coyote.
Here we have an example food web biome. At the top of the biome of the deciduous forest, we have the hawk. The hawk is a predator and it preys on the snakes. The snakes, in turn, prey on smaller creatures such as rabbits. The rabbiters eat producers like grass.
Here is an example of a common berry found in deciduous forests.
Lakes, ponds, and bodies of water, such as this one, are abiotic factors within a deciduous forest. These bodies of water sustain the communities that live in it, including the trees and all the animals. Humans affect the deciduous forest through pollution.
Right here, we have a prime example of what beavers have done to the environment. Here you can see a beaver gnawed on the tree of this trunk. The trunk of this tree until the tree fell over. Check that out. Da-na-na-na.
As you can see, we have not run into any elk or red wolf in this forest because they are endangered species. Also, the pollution in this lake causes fish not to be able to live here and thrive.
Right here, we have more evidence of a beaver. Right here, we have more evidence of pollution. It's obvious that a fisherman must have been here fishing, and he left the container that his worms were in, just chilling out here to dissolve in the soil, and it will take more than 20 years for that to decompose.
On our adventure, we have spotted a duck.
Deciduous forest, we find many types of soil. Right here we have found a very rich, dark brown soil. It is nutrient rich from the leaves that fall on the ground and decompose. Red clay is oftentimes found in a deciduous forest. Right here in the water, we have found evidence of oil being spilled. This is a terrible pollution.
More pollution in the deciduous forest.
Drink responsibly. Don't litter.
A mutualistic relationship in a deciduous forest is the relationship between flowers and bees. The bees pollinate the flowers, and the flowers give the bees food. This is a habitat that some animals might live in. The hole protects them from predators.
Animals in the deciduous forest adapt to the climate by hibernating in the winter and living off the land in the other 3 seasons. The animals have adapted to the land by trying the plants in the forest to see if they are good to eat for a good supply of food. Also, the trees provide shelter for them. Animals use the trees for food and water resources. Most of the animals are camouflaged to look like the ground. The plants have adapted to the forest by leaning toward the sun. Soaking up the nutrients in the ground is also a way of adaptation.
Coniferous trees such as this one are often found in deciduous forests.
Differences between coniferous and deciduous forest are coniferous trees oftentimes have a waxy coating that keeps the leaves on the trees all year long. It holds the water in and it keeps the color in the leaves. Deciduous forests, on the other hand, to protect themselves and retain the water, they shed their leaves, which do not have any type of coating to keep them from absorbing or losing water.
Some limiting factors of a deciduous forest are sunlight and temperature, which affect how the trees grow. This is oftentimes found in deciduous forests and can grow on trees or on the ground.
Reptiles such as turtles are oftentimes found in the deciduous forest climate. They really enjoy the weather and they like basking in the sun.
Abiotic factors affect the deciduous forest, such as lightning, because it causes the trees to fall over.
Hope you've enjoyed learning about deciduous forests.
Thank you for watching our presentation.